Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1. Why Episode 1? Because dimps. So you're gonna notice when the game first starts, it'll get really quiet. That's because I had the in-game music and sounds turned down. But when I make a new game, it'll go back to normal.
So it's not quiet at the title screen?
No, because it loads my save, and then my save has settings set up. So, like, it gets really quiet here.
Oh, wow. I can't
Yeah, like,
hear
insanely quiet. And, these are the controls. Really simple. Move left and right, jump, and homing attack. Down and A is something you're never going to use, so it's jump and homing attack.
Wonderful controls.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
There's the audio.
So, Splash Hill. Now, Trent, what do you think of Sonic 4?
Honest opinions?
Honest opinion.
It's alright.
It's alright.
Not a worthy successor to Sonic 3.
It's alright. There's nothing special about it.
It's just a Sonic game.
Yeah, it's just a Sonic game. It's something you never really go back to play. And for a time, this was my favorite Sonic game. Do you remember that?
I think so.
Oh, man.
Most of my experience with this game was freaking iPhone version.
Oh wow, poor soul.
I eventually got it on PC and played a bit of that. But
the PC version is the best one. Actually, a fun little hint here, or a fun little thing about the PC release is that if you play the game using a keyboard, just a keyboard, you can hold left and right, the arrow keys, to make Sonic move, and Sonic won't know what direction to go into, so he'll go forward and slide back.
Really?
Yeah, that happened in the initial release for a couple of months, and then later Sega patched it so you can't do that anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you can't do that with a control stick because you can't hold left and right at the same time, so that was...
Try, dang it.
Yeah.
I'll cut my freaking control stick in half.
Okay, so these are the special stages. They're like Sonic 1, only you control the stage instead of Sonic while the stage moves.
Whoa, so much trippier.
Yeah, so Sonic takes, like, a lot of weed, and he's ready.
Right now he's just sleeping. These are
how
his
Hedgehog
dreams.
sleeps.
Yeah. And somehow he wakes up and he just has a Chaos Emerald in his hand. He's like, whoa, how did I get that?
I'm imagining him slowly running, or slowly rolling down a hill like this, while this music is playing.
He, bumps into Knuckles, and Knuckles drops the Chaos Emerald, and it falls into his hand. Yeah. He wakes up and he's just like, wow, that was better than I thought.
This is Knuckles' base.
So we get the... It's even red. It was Knuckles' Chaos Emerald.
I don't know. When it comes to Sonic 4, this game is really not that amazing. One funny thing is that if you play the game confidently enough, and you're not, running into stuff and taking your time to explore, because there's no reason to explore, oh, fuck you! You can get a really easy life, because the score to get a life is 10,000 points, and that's insanely low for a Sonic game like this.
Usually the score is 500 or 100,000.
Yeah, you go way over just 10,000.
Do you even get an extra life in most of the other Sonic games for a score threshold for beating the stage? I thought it's just to continue.
Yeah, I thought it was just to continue too, but it's weird. You get an extra life because...
Do rings not give you points?
No, rings don't. That's
that
a modern game thing, is that every ring you'd get is 10 points. That happened in the modern games, and in this it just tallies your rings at the end of the stage.
Oh, that's okay then.
felt like getting the points.
We're gonna try.
I'm gonna
try and get
something
one up.
cool. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Secrets.
I actually really like that level design because it's really cool to jump in that way.
Oh, what's this? Competent level design?
Yeah. It was one small example.
One small example. We're at 5 minutes in. Part 1 of 4 or 5. Is it 5?
5.
5.
5. Yeah, so see, I got 69,000 points there, and I only needed 10,000 for the life.
And they only give you 1?
Yeah, they only give you 1.
Darn. You should have gotten 6.
So, how far did you stop at Special Stage 3? Because that's apparently the hardest one on mobile phone, like on mobile.
This is 2 right now, right?
Yeah, this is 2.
I'll describe 3 when we get to it.
Okay.
But, that's as far as I got special stage-wise. I think I got to the final boss, and I probably almost killed him, and I think he killed me, and I got frustrated, and I'm like, I don't think this game is really worth it completing, and so I didn't bother. This poor game.
This poor game, it had some potential, I guess.
They wanted it to be something, but
They wanted it to be something, but it
just wasn't something.
it was something, alright. It just wasn't the something we were hoping for.
I can't, I don't know why they had Dimps make this.
I don't get why. I think that they just shouldn't have called it Sonic 4. Like, originally it was going to be like Sonic's HD Adventure, and then Sega was like, well, let's just call that Sonic 4.
Episode 1, so we can milk the franchise.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know. So far, Sonic 4 has not done a very good job of convincing us. Like, I think just as a full audience that's played and appreciated the classic games can say that.
since they're basically... God, you're gonna have a lot of lies in for this.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Since they're not even gonna make episodes 3 or 4, I doubt it.
No, Sega has officially announced, I think. Have they announced that?
Google search? But if that's the case, then they sold us... What they basically made was two pieces of an incomplete package. And sold that off. Which is kind of like getting The Walking Dead and only buying the first part. Which I think is...
they officially announced that they planned it, but then they just canceled it outright. So there is not going to be an episode 3, so we can judge this as Sonic 4, the sequel to Sonic 3.
We can judge... So this is Sonic 4. It's not episode 1, it's part 1. This is Sonic 4 part 1, part 1.
Mm-hmm.
Raw.
Yes. You're gonna be hearing that life sound a lot. It gets really annoying.
I do like the sprites.
Yeah, I like the sprites too, but...
So, here we are. Special Stage 3.
Yeah.
So, what's... First of all these special stages have their own gimmick, right?
Yeah, every special stage has its own gimmick. The first one was just getting you introduced. The second one was about destroying crystals, I think.
It was crystals, and the gimmick for doors is more later, right?
Yeah. This introduces it pretty heavily, just like to get you a feel for it, because you will do this more than once. This one is especially about turning a lot.
Turning.
Yeah.
And how do you turn on an iPhone?
Tell us, Trent.
You turn your frickin' phone so you look like an idiot, moving it back and forth like you're driving a car.
You actually have to tilt it like a... Oh my god, that's the worst.
And it's slow. Like, right here you see it's really responsive.
Yeah.
It has its own acceleration, so it like goes slow and picks up speed.
Like a pinball thing? Like a pinball machine or something? Like, getting the ball into the little holes. Have you ever done stuff like that?
I
Like you have to guide a ball through a maze
I think. Yeah.
with tilting. Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't add that slow of acceleration when you're supposed to turn quickly.
Alright, so this is Sonic 4's first boss, unique and special to Sonic 4, the sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and it's Sonic 1's boss.
Boo. This is such a stupid boss theme.
This is awful. And now he's reaching his pinch mode, which is a really bad song.
Why is it called a pinch mode?
I don't know. I guess it's just because he, like...
He pinches Sonic's cheeks. Oh, you haven't seen the last of me.
Alright, so, the time that I got was insanely good for this boss, and sometimes if you have a lot of, like, if you get a really good time, you have a lot of points, 50,000 that it's adding. So I'm just gonna watch this go.
I actually forgot about this. Alright. Loading. Load. Oh, we didn't even
They
get to see
take
the
the
stage.
exact same time.
Wait, was that like the beginning of the loading screen?
That was the whole loading screen, loading wave ocean.
That's 15 seconds or 20
Yeah.
seconds.
15 to 20 seconds. Just to count all those points. Pretty good. See you in the next part.
Clever segue.